Leve, leve. Take it easy, as they say in Principe. But not when it comes to environmental protection. 24-year-old Selene Fernandez has a long, hot day ahead of her.
Bom dia.
Good morning. I've come for the plastic bottles. It's exchange day today. So how's it going? Is everything ready?
As garrafas estão prontas.
A lot of bottles have piled up in her grandmother's backyard. Every couple of months, it's time to get rid of them.
Aren't there any more lying around? We've got to collect the whole lot.
The bottles are valuable because they can be exchanged.
Everybody wants the biosphere bottles. It really motivates the kids more than anything. They collect as many as they can, so you can hardly see any lying in the streets now.
Everyone wants to trade in their bottles. The lucky ones can hop on board for a ride, the most popular means of getting around here anyway. It's busy at the collection site and stays that way all day long. The locals settle in for an extended, patient wait. Fernandez works for the Biosphere Reserve and helps with accounting. The main cause of the glut of plastic bottles is the palm oil used for cooking here. There's a collection every couple of months. A total of 450,000 bottles have been collected so far. 50 plastic bottles can be exchanged for one made of stainless steel. Many of the people who bring the plastic bottles already have a collection of the metal bottles at home.
I fill the bottle with water, so I have something to drink at school.
What's your name, sweetheart?
They have to have exactly 50 bottles.
Which color would you like, red or gold? If you bring me 10 more plastic bottles, you'll get another one, okay? We already have 4 tons of plastic stored up on the main island, Sao Tomé. A logistics company is helping us tackle it. It takes the plastic to Lisbon free of charge, and 2 recycling companies there are willing to deal with it all.
It wasn't easy to find them. No one was willing to pick up the island nation's garbage. The exchange program costs about 30,000 euros to run annually, and in a year it needs fresh funding. But plans are already in the pipeline.
We've already ordered a machine, which makes plastic thread out of the bottles. We can work with it to make baskets and other things. It'll be super.
Principe is trying hard to be environmentally sustainable. It's a constant balancing act. The needs of almost 8,000 inhabitants have to be taken into account, and so does protecting one of the most important and species-rich forests in Africa. The island has been a UNESCO biosphere for 4 years, a status the islanders treasure. Most of them live from niche agricultural products and tropical fruits, and cocoa, a Portuguese colonial legacy. The economy here isn't self-supporting. A lot needs to be imported, which generates a lot of garbage. Regional President José Cardoso Cassandra has ambitious plans. He wants to levy a stiff tax on all plastic bags and bottles that come to Principe.
We're talking to the traders and telling them, change your ways, use different packaging, glass or large metal containers, things that don't prevent us from becoming a plastic-free island, or at least to reduce the quantities over the long term.
But what about the plastic washed up by the sea? The island invited Spanish scientist Maite Asensio to inspect its beaches for microplastic granules. She says most of the microplastics get deposited at the high tide mark. She's been doing these kinds of measurements on the Canary Islands for a year. It's an easy and effective method.
It's mostly organic.
Is that good?
Yes, it's a good sign. The beach seems to be very clean, but some fibers can't be seen with the naked eye. Some of it looks like hair, but it could be plastic. It needs to be analyzed.
And a low count in the sand doesn't necessarily mean a low count at sea.
Our samples on Gran Canaria, for instance, are full of microplastics. There's a visible difference. Everything that's organic material on Principe is plastic there. It's a disgrace.
There's no mass tourism here, and the locals want to keep it that way. But the island does need jobs and income. It helps that 70% of Principe's trash is organic. The women compost it into fertilizer, a new cottage industry for the island and new for Selene Fernandez also. The compost piles have to be turned over 3 times a week. It's hard work.
This is really bad. It's plastic.
The women say batteries are the worst. If even one sneaks in, it quickly poisons the compost. The women have been specially trained. In 3 months, the first batches of Principe compost go on sale. They're already advertising with farmers and hope they'll soon be reaping their rewards.
The work means a lot to all of us. We didn't have a job before. We're happy. It gives our children a future. And we're not going to stand still. We're determined to get something going for the next generation.
And there won't be much time for leve-leve until it's done.